Oops, let me get my everything. All right, what up? It's October 5th, 2022. Here is my trades of the day for the day. All right, so today was interesting to say the least. Both the SPYs and the Qs kind of rallied within the first couple minutes of the market open, and then sold off heavily. There was some short opportunities up here, but I don't like trading that close to the open, and it kind of just chopped until we got this big move. And same with the SPY. The SPY had a much nicer one, which I'll show once I get to my SPY trades. But so yeah, I kind of just waited a very long time to take a trade. Waited for this whole thing to happen, and then it started rallying, made higher lows, and continued, but the volume was like nothing. There's no signs that this would continue or that this was the bottom. So to me, I didn't expect it to ever get back to S4 today, but it did. So it tagged S4 once, twice, 3 times. And then this was a little sketchy because VWAP was right under it. I know a lot of people buy VWAP, so this might have not worked right away, and it didn't. So I got in below these levels here with a stop right above this pivot candle up here. And yeah, I was just holding. Didn't really work right away. Came against me. So at this point, I'm like, okay, should I get out? What do I do? Blah, blah, blah. So I held. It eventually came down below my entry point, so I'm in the green. And then once it kind of failed that and came back to my break even, I just cut it. It eventually got to 1R and then bounced back to break even, so I wouldn't have gotten anything anyway. So yeah, and then the second trade, basically the same thing. It came back up, no volume really on this move up. There was volume at the bottom here, which was a little sketch, but it tagged S4 once, tagged S4 twice, and I got short basically the same exact position. Stop was, I think, a little closer, stop above this candle now. Entry was below these two candles, 1, 2. So yeah, once it broke below there, I got short. And this time it immediately went my favor. Came to 1R, but couldn't get below this previous low here. So at this point, and then once it got down to 1R, it fairly quickly snapped back up. So in my head, I'm thinking, okay, it hit 1R, I have to go out at break even. It's setting up higher lows. First from down here, 1 down here, 1 here, here, and now here. So out of break even. If it sets up again, I'll take it. If not, then I don't know. At this point I was not thinking long whatsoever, but I mean, look at the squeeze that it did. If I wasn't in here, maybe take a trade from there, stop down here, new 1 minute high. I don't know. Not really any opportunities to capitalize on that move, that push up, but so 2 break-even trades on Qs. And then SPY, I took 3 trades. So this was what I was talking about before. It rallied, came to S4, created this nice isolated pivot. If I just shorted that shorted a new 1 minute low, stop high a day. Pretty sure this got to 3R. And then it squeezed up, tagged S4 again. Could have shorted that. This move was kind of unpredictable. I think news came out or something at 10. That caused the market to sharply sell off. But if I was in from up here, would have got my move. In from here would have been sketchy, but I would have got the move. So yeah. So now, SPY was setting up below S4 with pre-market data. So it came above, sold below, made this low, rallied, came above S4, couldn't hold it, broke below, made a higher low, came back to S4, tagged it, couldn't hold above, came back below, made a higher low. I feel like I'm just repeating myself, but so at this point, once it got to S4 again, I was thinking, okay, if it sets up short, I'll take it short. But if it breaks above here, I feel like it could be long. And it was. So I believe this entry, I'm not sure why I took it all the way up here. Not exactly sure, but I got in long with a stop. I'm pretty sure my stop was all the way down here, I want to say. So it was a pretty wide stop. It worked, and then it kind of stuffed, so I got out at break even. I'm fine with that. And because it didn't really have any follow through to the downside, and now at this point it was kind of holding above S4. Holding above S4. Sorry, I'm distracted now. Holding above S4. It threw these two candles on decent volume, so I figured people were buying. The ladder on Qs at this point was super strong. Apple as well. And SPY didn't really have a ladder, but there was orders above. So I got long again at the break of this indecision candle. Stop now. I moved below 372. It worked. It got like 2 cents away from 1R. So at this point, I'm just going to move to break even. So got out at break even there. If I held, didn't get out at break even. It never really got to my exit. But this was 2R up here. So I would have got 2R on this if I just held it. So yeah, then just waited. It looked weak at the open price, so I was thinking maybe it's a short now. But the volume on the down move here wasn't anything major. But yeah, and then it threw this, it quickly ran down back to like this level that it held right above S4, bought up, could have went long there. That would have been a good entry. But yeah, then it had this huge squeeze. I missed that. So if I stayed in here, it would have had a nice move. So now at this point, high a day previously was 375.17. So it got to that kind of to the penny. I was thinking about shorting this, stop above high day, short here. Pretty sure it would have worked, but it kind of set this level after the move up. So I was thinking, okay, I didn't get in here. Maybe this is going to be a long now. So it kept going down. I guess this is a bull flag. I'm not really sure. I don't really trade those, but anyway, 74.20. That was a terrible line, but it was pretty much the low of here. It was holding that, and there was more ladder to the top side. And now it's at S3. So I took it long once it broke above here, broke above S3. Stop was pretty sure it was right below this candle was the stop. It didn't work right away. It was a little sketchy, but this candle was on low volume. So I figured, fuck it, I'll stay in. And once it got above here, I figured we'd squeeze. And sure enough, once we did, volume came in. This candle was on low volume. And then once we broke above again, here's when the volume came in. 2R was at 38. So with the day I had, I'm down to just lock in 2R. So I just locked in 2R there. Did a little pullback and then eventually got to 3R, and it's still pressing higher. So a little disappointed that I took it all off. Would have got 3, but I just wanted to lock in a good day, so that's why I took it off. But yeah, a little frustrating day, but I'm trying to work on my mental. I never really got flustered or anything. Stayed confident. If a trade set up, I took it. So I'm happy with that and happy with the turnout. But yeah, that was my day.